a black Grand National. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll reach that, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Watching.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from U.S. Bank Stadium. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Outside, so I'm staying inside, trying to you and I vibe to the booth. Like Tupac, I see a bunch of mean guys in a band and a tie. Going on the west side, give a side.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Kyler starting off with the throw. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. Has a big strike to Addison. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and 10. Murray made the throw as he was getting hit blocked, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9, and that puts him in goal to go. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
No run here. It's Mason. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. And he is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Murray setting up to throw. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yeah, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Big Ace! Hey, read our key, read our key! Hey, Ace, Ace! Hey, over!
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. All right, Kirk connects there. And they did 3 on their first series. Hope to build on it. That's in the drives ahead.
First downs, you know they kick it when they come out for a PAT. We'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, come on.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. Now approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Slot man motioned over. Lamar off the play fake. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Motioning him from the slot right. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. On first and 10, it's Henry. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Lamar now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Hey, middle.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Leading to his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
First down throw for Jackson. Has it at the 7. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you're going to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Samuel now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Throwing here, Murray. And this one's not going to connect. It's knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
2-2.
Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. Connects on the crosser. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, he's totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. That was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Big Ace open. Big one. Green.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
2-2.
On 4th down, here's Murray. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they take him down right along the 30.
A gain of 6.
They come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Murray to throw. It's his running back. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Running left side by Jefferson. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing again. Murray. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Murray with the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Now it's Will Reichard on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings push their lead to 3. Set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Still to go here. This is 2nd down. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Lamar back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Lamar. This is Cox. That's Walker. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st down, Baltimore.
Inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Change it.
Lamar throwing again. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Jackson yet again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Jackson to throw it. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Hey, Larry!
Looks like they're playing safe with a run to the outside. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
brings up second.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's back to throw. Has him running the comeback. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final throw before the break. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It'll lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. An aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, downing it at the 1.
1-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Green.
Out of his own end zone, here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's sent out after getting them away from their own goal line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
It's now
I'll tell you what, Kate,
2nd and 10.
challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
2nd and 10 now. Murray to throw. Escapes the pocket. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Murray on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Looking to return from the 29. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard has not been lit up.
And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Jackson now on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. New set of downs from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Jones. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll throw, third and long. He's got it at the 30. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a third-quarter lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Lamar now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Now Jackson off the play action. Bails out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Well, it is second down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. And they just get the play off. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up to the 44. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Third and long for him here. Passes man, it's cut by Andrews. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Well, third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Jackson keeping it himself. He's still going at the 30. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Here's Henry on the option. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Man in motion out of the slot. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His third total score in this game. They broke out the designed run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in 4-6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Samuel now to return it.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. He's going deep. And we also saw a flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Murray setting up to throw. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. He's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
22 yards.
They get 22 out of that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Kyler looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
This is Mason on second down. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. Third down.
Move.
They'll air it out on third. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
Big Ace open. Come back.
Desperation time here. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It's a gain of
From a great
18.
throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1-yard line.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings take a fourth quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings take a slam 2-point lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Trailing by one score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 47-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted. And he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff headed right to Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops me for no gain on that first down play. Ooh, talk about bad look there. Brock going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Jackson throwing here. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
3rd and 15.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Ravens trail by a couple. Vikings in the dime on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. He's back to throw. Finds him over the middle. A lot of mess on the move here. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens jump in front late. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Has a big strike to Addison. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Murray keeps it. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock. This is what loses yards. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line.
Back.
He'll look to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That's now the 3rd time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up, or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
Looking to throw it. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on 4th. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game.
It's a turnover.
As an offense, you never want to play this game in a state of desperation. But that's what so much of that felt like. Forcing you to go for it, forcing you to pass. I think forcing the quarterback to get rid of it and take a chance, that was just less than ideal all the way around.
Hill now from the gun. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Now in midfield after that loss, here's 2nd and long. Lamar's going to keep this one. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Their punter making his way out now.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
28 yards. And the Vikings.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get sold. Why, son of a gun,